Good morning, afternoon, or evening to all lecturers, wherever you may be. We are Group 6. My name is Wira Faiz Azmi with my team, Maria Adinda Rosari, Naranty Azhalea, and Muhammad Raya Airlangga. In this video, we will present our design thinking final project, collaborate with FSRD Multidiscipline, Animated Impact, Rethinking Public Education Campaigns. In exploring Indonesia's animation ecosystem, we redefine our initial problem. Even though Indonesia has talented creators, public education campaigns using passive animation still fail to attract and retain audience engagement. Our empathy maps revealed why. Students get bored watching passive videos, teachers lack classroom projectors, parents restrict screen time, and animators lack sustainable business models. The summary and core insights: passive viewing doesn't work. We must shift towards an interactive, screen-free learning medium. This led to our frame problem. How might we design an entertaining and engaging media-based learning ecosystem that helps teachers explain complex concepts and spark critical discussion for elementary school students, while simultaneously building a recurring and sustainable business model?
Moving on to the edition phase, our team brainstormed a variety of concepts from digital application to board game. And as you can see here, to fill the priority test, we mapped them onto the 2x2 matrix. In short, we identified the top 3 coordinates in the do not quadrant. Next, we brainstormed the top 3 concepts across the 5 critical parameters, and Flip Flat Answer is the winner. It is easy to make the low fidelity prototype, present fast-paced activity gameplay, and high-end material is accessible. We finally decided to create the prototype of Flip Battle and Mad Vision board game to test it in the testing phase.
For our first prototype, we created a low-fidelity flip mat battle using 80 GSM HVS paper. The cards were handmade in a 9 by 6 cm size with numbers, star, and square icons, fractions, and 4 basic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplications, and division. The prototype worked well because second-grade students quickly understood the pizza slice fractions. However, the thin paper was difficult to hold and shuffle, and the lack of color coding caused some confusion. For the first tasting, we tested the cards with second-grade students, teachers, and parents at STN Cikro 1 on August 7, 2026. We used usability testing, interviews, and a 5-point Likert scale, and open-ended questions. We evaluated 3 areas: concept and comparisons, material and usability, and overall engagement. The feedback showed that students found the game fun and could play it individually or in teams. They wanted more teams and the ability to color the cards themselves. Teachers liked the simple and easy-to-play concept, while parents liked the simple game mechanics. The aha moment was that children wanted to color the cards themselves, which also matched their habit of making crafts. From the students, we learned that the core mechanics were engaging and competitive, but they had not yet learned multiplication and division. From teachers, we learned that the physical card format worked well for younger students and the number range could be increased. Therefore, we decided to stick the physical competitive gameplay, change the material, colors, and number range, and discard the animations idea and the multiplication and divisions operations. So, based on these learnings, we upgraded the material from standard HVS to thicker Concord paper. We also added one-sided color planets and thematic designs while keeping the blank outside so children could color them themselves. These iterations kept the core game mechanics while improving the visual experience based on user feedback.
Next, for the second prototype, we upgrade the cards from HVAs to Concord paper and add a space theme design with the DIY coloring feature. We also adjust the card categories based on the previous feedback. Next, we taste the upgrade prototype with second-grade students, teachers, and parents. We focus on the material, visual designs, card categories, and also the gameplay. The student enjoy the space theme, DIY coloring, and gameplay, while the teacher also support the game as a learning medium. However, some students still struggle with more difficult operation. Based on the feedback, we keep the Concord paper, space theme, and DIY coloring feature. We add the number and fraction categories while removing the analog clock category. Finally, we developed the final version of Flip Mat Battle with Concord paper, space, and dinosaur visual, and a DIY coloring feature. The game combines number and operation cards into fast-paced math challenge.
Looking at our next steps, we validated Flip Mat Battle through the design thinking awareness key. Online team proven student desirability, local offset printing feasibility, and has strong commercial viability. Financial using a math-loan business model, utilize standardized card cutting and local corner printing. The CapEx settlement is just about 700,000 rupiah for official IP protection. Unit COGS at 65,000 rupiah and 99,000 rupiah retail price. What unhealthy margin? And its break-even at just 21 units. In business model canvas, dual positioning strategy unlocks cards financial reach and sustainable revenue through school partnership and thematic expansion packs. From this presentation, it can be concluded that Flip Battle is not just an effective teaching aid, but low-risk, highly scalable edutainment business ready for market execution. Thank you for listening.